What's going on, everybody? Mr. Thrasher here, taking you on a little cemetery tour here in Los Angeles. This is the same cemetery used in Wes Craven's New Nightmare, also Predator 2. Just gonna go on a little cemetery jaunt. Fun thing to do around Halloween time. So here's a scene that was not used in Halloween 2007. It was actually one of my favorite deleted scenes, and all big fans of this film know what I'm talking about. So the caretaker pulls up over here. Judith's imaginary headstone would have been right over here. The caretaker and his dog pull up over there where you see Jesse, and Michael is trying to take the stone out of the ground over here. They did some messing around. I think it was a deleted scene, honestly, because it didn't make sense with what came next in the actual film. But it looked like the sun was setting already. So there's a shot when he's holding them up, and then he's finishing up with the stone, and the sun's pretty much completely setting. And then the next scene, the sun's not set. So I'm thinking that's maybe why it was deleted. That it definitely belongs in the movie, but I watch it all the time anyways, around Halloween time. So pretty cool to visit this location. Just gonna push back a little bit to where the cemetery caretaker pulls up right over here where you see Jesse. You can actually see that butler stone in this matchup right here. It's right after he pulls up, and there's the butler stone right there. It's just right here, so this is right where he pulled up. Walk up to this butler stone, and we'll go over and show you where the spot that they did use in the film did make it into the final cut was.
Hey, you stupid son of a bitch! Let go of that tombstone!
Shot from this angle right here. Looks like it's from the back of his truck. You see his rake and stuff. There's that tree ahead. So he kind of makes a beeline to Michael. Should have been over there. There's the tree. Just walk straight this way.
Dad, look up at me, cocksucker! Hurry up! You back on off!
Screen grab here of Michael after he gets up. See that Webster stone right there? It'd be hard to read it there. There's the tree. It's all right there. We'll walk a little closer. It's hard to see that it says Webster in the matchup, but that's the stone. That's the Webster stone. You can tell when you watch the film. But yeah, that was filmed 2007, so 18 years ago. There's the Webster stone. Tree still looks the same. Michael was over here. That's the Webster stone right there. But in this matchup, so they use different cameras. Michael's above the caretaker, right over here, right next to that tree. Makes that stone look a lot closer. But you see all those things behind them? Those are all over there.
All right, this is the Hollywood grave. If a production ever needs a grave like that's dug, like a hole in the ground, this is it. They just take the cap off, set it up, so it's always here, always dug, and they just keep this like cool cap on it.
That's pretty interesting.
It's pretty amazing.
And we're gonna show, like I said, the other spot that was used in Halloween 2007, and also from Susan's funeral in Seinfeld. This is something that Jesse discovered himself, and we're gonna show you the matchups and where to find that as well. Interesting.
Yeah, it's right over here.
So, the scene that did make it into Halloween 2007, this is Jesse's then and now shot right here. Now, it can be hard to make out all of these stones, but they're all still present here. This Chandler stone right here, that's just right over there. It can be really hard to see from, but this is where he pulls in here. And then, along with Sid Haig, rest in peace, they walk up to Judith's imaginary headstone.
Samuel Loomis? Yeah, hello? Hello?
Oh,
The Otis Monument, seen in the film, sorry, the grave. And when Loomis pulls up, you get a clear view looking past this Chandler stone right here. Right here. And Loomis pulls up over there.
Poor woman, I guess she couldn't stand the stress of being labeled Satan's mother.
Rather difficult to match it up stone for stone because they placed a lot of fake stones here to make it look a little bit more busy. However, if you want to find this, it's right between this building and the mausoleum. I guess it's a mausoleum of sorts. Wasn't sure what to call it when we were over here, but it's a mausoleum. It's what I'm going with. It's what I'm going with. And I think you get a good shot of this stone as well, but they had placed a few stones that weren't actually there or in this area.
Goddamn son of a bitch! What? Fucking kids! Jesus Christ!
Okay, so right about here is where the cross stone would have been. And as Loomis and Sid Haig's character, the cemetery caretaker, approach, they find what you see in this screen grab that Jesse's provided me. You see how Michael left the grave with a dead animal, a stick through it. And Sid Haig's character is going, "Who would do this kind of sick shit?" He says, "I think I know whose grave this is." And he walks off just between those stones there. It all looks further away on my camera. So it could be difficult to match all these stones up and whatever, but it's all in this area. All in this area to the right, well, the left of the mausoleum, if you're looking at it from that direction, and the other scene was over there. Oh, this is where her cross stone would have been for the official scene they used for Halloween 2007. So here's a real treat. Jesse himself figured out that this is where Susan's grave was in Seinfeld. So, pretty classic episode. Anybody who knows the show real well knows this, and it's about the reflection. This is where Susan's grave was, right here. You can match up the trees still.
Stone would have been like right here. Because this stone right there is that one.
Of course, Susan died licking envelopes for their wedding. So, yeah, you can see that stone right there.
And then those two, that crooked tree, everything in the background matches up. Every single tree, every single stone.
Yeah, the trees were pretty much the dead giveaway.
Yeah.
They also used this cemetery for Curb Your Enthusiasm, but it was a night scene, so it's really hard to figure out where that would have been. However, they used the main office when he's having an interview with Larry. Here's Jesse's quality matchup expertise right here. Good find, dude. Good find. Look at that. Those two stones right there. So we're standing right where her imaginary grave would have been. That tree is the dead giveaway. Straight ahead there.
For the shot
right
where they shoot from her grave, like towards them, it's a different location.
They put it up this morning.
From over there is where we were just matching up that shot. They took the shot from the other angle, just over here, just over to the right a bit.
Like when they're looking back up at Jerry and George and George and Susan's parents, the shot is like right here, looking this way. And they're like, maybe we should give him a second. He's like, no, I'm good. And they're like, no, we'll give him a second. And they walk over here.
Sitcom magic.
They like walk over here and stand this way, and you can see all this stuff behind them. But the giveaway was behind George. You can see the tree coming out, and it pushes out the side right here.
Right. Yeah. That's more often than not how we know for sure, is by the trees. Sometimes the trees never change. That's pretty awesome.
So here's the shot of George.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about the glare. There's George.
And this is the tree that's behind him.
Right. Wow. All right. We are going to the Hamptons.
4 games.
Okay, so this is pretty cool. Even with the reflection. Okay. You can see this tree right here, and then that tree right there behind them. So they're facing Susan's grave right there.
So it would have been this way, facing the opposite direction as it was over there.
That's awesome. There's Jerry, George, Susan's parents. That tree behind them, and that one there to the right.
Yeah, so your stone would be like right here.
Right there, yeah.
Thank you now.
Where Susan's mom offers Jerry a drink. Notice these stones behind them. And here's the current shot. There's those stones right there. Oops, sorry. They were behind Jerry right here. They're just right there. Obviously it looks, you know, way closer with that wide angle lens, which they used heavily for sitcoms. But if we walk closer, that's it.
That one stone is how I found it. It's like that one right there behind Jerry.
Right behind him, yeah. Walk right up to that. Very cool. We just walked over where Jerry Seinfeld was standing in an episode of Seinfeld.
It's the Clark one, the Clark stone.
Most Seinfeld was done on studios and stuff. The apartment is in downtown LA. I've covered that before. Yeah, this is them right here. These trees for sure. Just looking at it from the other side, just by that stone, it really does remind you of Seinfeld in that episode. If you watched it a dozen times, like all the other diehard Seinfeld fans.
This crooked tree was a good one.
Dozen times, more like 5 dozen times. Yeah, these trees. Super cool. Good find, Jesse. Good find.
Things you'd like to say?
No, I'm good.
Like every other cemetery in Los Angeles, this is a massive, massive, vast cemetery. La Jolla High School is just over there. It's also used as an exterior for Reanimator. Honorable mention as well. Check out this cannon over here. That's awesome. Lest we forget. 61 to 65. McCoy. Jesse C. 1908. With malice toward none. Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Okay, Predator 2. There's a scene over here where you in fact see this cook stone. I'm going to show you the cook stone and then I'll show you a matchup so you know what I'm talking about. This cook stone right here is actually seen in Predator 2.
It's kind of covered up, but
Shady area. Right, there you go.
and then that one behind it too, the Dezel one is.
Yep. That's one right there. Nice. I haven't seen Predator 2 in so long.
Which way was it?
Down here, to the right.
This is a kid gets out of the car with a little toy gun right here. In front of that Cook Stone. The Diesel one, Danny Glover's over here. Here's a tight screen grab of Danny Glover right here. You can see that wall, and there's those two stones right there. If you look at this, it's hard to tell whether some of the wall's been taken down or not. Maybe it does end there, because it ends right over there. That's definitely where he's standing. He's like right over here, so it can be tough to figure out the angling. Those are the stones. These are these two trees. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. This is kind of put into perspective how close the stones behind the kid look when really, I'll show you how far away they are. Here's the Cook Stone right here. He's coming around the other side right there. And now you see that stone to the right of it. That's that stone right there. And then you see that stone as well It looks a lot closer, so I gotta get out of the sun. It's a lot closer, that stone right there. It's actually way over here. Wow, those wide angle lenses. Cemetery stones in the picture may be further away than they appear. This is where he's heading back. You see the corner of that stone right there. And you can see those two stones right there. Yeah. So we notice.
And then that one, the bigger one beyond it.
Love the view of the Los Angeles skyline from over here. That'd be tough to see on my camera, but look at this tree. Massive tree here. Jesus saves. Here, so the little boy's playing with the gun again, and the infamous want some candy scene. What is that? Want some candy? This is the tree that he was looking up in right here. The Predator 2 tree. Right here, you can really notice how the branches go to the left and the right here. Wanted to figure out for sure if this was the tree. This is definitely looks to be the tree. The kid was just down here by the cookstone. Want some candy? Want some candy? Another angle of the tree and the cookstone over here. Nice. Predator 2. Danny Glover. Still can't say for sure. It's hard to tell whether that there was a wall here at one time or not. Kind of like you see over here, the opening there. And if they just took that portion of the wall down here, that's why there's a green fence. I don't know. Or if it was never there to begin with. But you can see all these houses here in Predator 2. Much better in the film. Some of them have changed a bit, but they're in it. Right in the same vicinity, actually where you see Jesse standing over there is where about Danny Glover's fallen comrade's tombstone was. There's a lot of interesting tombstones through here though. Check out this one. It's like a half cut down tree. It's had its limbs sawed off. Someone's gravestone. Show this stone over here. Yeah, this one too. It's like they turned a tree into a cross. Cemetery is huge. Cemetery actually goes on this whole area as well. It's a big, vast cemetery. Wes Craven's New Nightmare spots are up here on the hill. Getting some exercise. Ooh, this stone fell. It's McCoy stone. This one too. Got a tornado blow through here. Helicopter. LA. What's with the helicopter? The size of this Urxa stone. Urxa. Our exercise. This massive cemetery. Yeah, this place is cool. They shot lots of scenes from Predator 2 down that way. Wes Craven's New Nightmare over here amongst all these palms. Look at this pyramid. That's cool. Pretty exciting monuments to see. This big chateau pyramid. Wow. That's awesome. That big Richardson monument right there. Jeez. That's a big piece of stone. Isn't this monk monument right there? That's Richardson monument. William Horde Richardson. Couple more over here. This one. Abner L. Ross. Left some drinks for this couple. Some root beer and cola. They must have liked soda. Here's big Logan one. It's even bigger than that other one. Oh, there's a coyote. Coyote right there. Running around this monument. It was going to approach, but it's a coyote. He notices me. Okay, I'm going to go back the other way towards the Wes Craven's New Nightmare spots. See that coyote? There are coyote signs everywhere. Yeah, that's a wily coyote right there. Wow, they're big. Leash your pets if you're in any of these cemeteries. These coyotes frequent cemeteries all around this place. There's one right there. I'm gonna leave him be before he starts rushing my way. Let me just let out a big yawn. Chase monument right here. Here in the cemetery they used for Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Too far from downtown LA. There's a coyote over here. I'm gonna go the other way. They did most of the scenes for Wes Craven's New Nightmare over here. It's funny because his name was Chase. You're not allowed to take pictures inside the cemetery. Not like there's a sign stating that or whatever. So we're gonna, Kobe mural over here. That's gonna do it. Give it a big thumbs up anyways. We saw pretty much everything. I was gonna point out some of the Wes Craven New Nightmare locations. Wes Craven standing by the tree, but well, apparently it's private property. Even if you're visiting a loved one, you need a complete okay from 2 different people to take pictures and or film. Sounds fishy, but that's what he said.
Never had anybody approach me in the cemetery.
No, me neither. It was a good tour anyways. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.